Welcome everybody to Mentor Mondays. Mentor Mondays in our international Zoom room for Dave and Gabby Daughtry, Platinum Internationals of the For Life Research Company. And I want to tell you a really interesting fact about this team and about this Zoom room. So the first interesting fact I want to tell you is about Dave and Gabriela's team. Dave and Gabriela started For Life 22 years ago. And he gave a fact last week in the Portuguese meeting, and he said that his organization has grown, Dr. Gina, I don't think you know this one either because I didn't know this, to almost 2 million people that have joined his team. 2 million people that have read. Now, they're not all active, but For Life is counting how many people join this team. So we are under one couple, one mentor, Dave and Gabby. I like to count them as one, but that have almost 2 million people. Their organization has reached an incredible amount for any network marketing company. You have to agree, right, Dr. Gina? I was like, So we also had the pleasure to have Dave and Gabby join us in the Portuguese meeting last week for a little bit, and also join us in the Spanish meeting. We had a trimestral meeting, and so they joined us shortly just to say a quick hello and goodbye, and they'll be joining us soon in our Mentor Mondays again. So what I decided to do today was go through the 4 steps, and I'll tell you why. We've been working with the Spanish teams I forgot the second fact. I'll tell you the second fact in a minute. We've been working on following the system. For Life has a system, and Dave, Ambassadors in Motion, has a very basic system, and it's following 4 simple steps that Dave has. 4 simple steps. It's been proven. He has them. He wrote them. And a lot of people, we noticed, did not know where to get them or where to have access to these 4 steps, people. And so we said, you know what, it's time for a refresher. The other interesting fact I wanted to tell you about what happened, and I'll tell you this, is that Dave also shared that he's been off for almost a year, and his organization has grown immensely, even without him being at the forefront, because his great leaders, and I have to honor Dr. Gina, who has been leading the whole continent. Like I was writing to him this morning, and I said, what a great admiration I have for Dr. Gina, that he has led not only Kenya, not only Ghana, but so many of the countries in Africa. So I'm saying, Dr. Gina, you lead a continent. Kawindra and I, we try and lead Canada, which is 40 million people. It's a great big country in mass. But Dr. Gina, how many people are in just Kenya alone? Tell me.
50 million, and the continent has 1.4 billion.
1.4 billion opportunity. What an opportunity. But I know that leaders like Dr. Gina and Anna Cecilia and all of you, Jesse and Margaret and all the people in this have a great big opportunity. Now, also for, Kawinder or my other Canadian friend, it doesn't mean that, Canada being a small country is still 40 million. What a great opportunity, because we have so many people that we can transfer this message to. And so let me start the presentation, because we're going to shorten it actually, by the way, a little bit. I was doing opportunity meeting. That was my background of what happened here. 1 second, please. I got couple windows open. I got to go back to the presentation. Calendar. So I was just practicing with Kawinder. Go ahead, Kawinder, while I look for our
hello, everyone. Welcome again in our Mentor Monday call. Until she's finding the slides, everybody know where we find a whole weekly meetings calendar on davedaughtry.com or Dave Daughtry calendar, where these all English presentations already documented. But lots of time we just see the meetings, but we never go and check the all the documents are there, all the presentations are ready to do. How are we going to find it? Like you will go in davedaughtry.com, and when you see education library, click there, and you will see training videos and you will see training documents where you can find this presentation and try to review yourself too. Like look at this English documents, click on here now, and then you will find 4 steps proven plan PDF. Today we're gonna try to like show you this thing, and you will like go anytime in Dave Daughtry's calendar and find it yourself and practice.
Thank you, Gowinder.
No
So
problem.
as you can see, this is really all you need. He always says everything I can just tell you in these four pages. Oh yeah, there we go. 4 pages, 4 steps in 4 pages. He wrote this. And so what we're trying to do today with Gowinder is show you how easy it is just to put it in a presentation form. I was just telling Gowinder that I didn't even make this presentation. It was the great Anderson Carpes from Brazil, who has grown immensely in just a few years. And he says, all I do is follow our great mentors' plan of action. And that's it. So we're going to start, and I'm just going to tell you, for those of you that don't know Dave Daughtry, he is our mentor, the leader of this team, and also the man that pretty much opened 90%, if not 95% of the countries in the world. So For Life Research has been in business for 22 years. We have 26 corporate offices in different countries, but we also have what we call emerging markets, like Africa or Canada. And so what happens in the emerging markets in each of these countries, we have presence for either 1, 5, or the whole line of For Life products. And all of these great things happen because of a man that has big dreams like Dave Daughtry. He knew that he could conquer the world, bringing something that he knew he believed in, which is a science of transfer factor, and that he could create and help people create income by sharing something that he was passionate about. This is all. He shared something he believed in. He never stopped looking at the, focus on his prize, and he knew he would conquer the world, and he did. So over 150 countries have now presence because of a dreamer, a dreamer that takes action. So the 4 simple steps for Dave, and this is very easy. I'm just going to actually go through, first of all, the income declaration. We're going to have to update and put the new one. But for those of you that have not had an opportunity, every company and every serious company has an income declaration prepared, and you can go to the US For Life site and download the income declaration. This gives you the certainty that your company is legal, that your company is growing, and that your company this is mandatory per law in North America to show, well, in Canada too, to show the income declaration. You cannot say to people that you can become a millionaire by just following 4 simple steps. And this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we follow what our mentor says, and we could, with a lot of work and years, make the income that he makes. So what happens is that in many of the other companies or newer industries, they say, oh, you can do this, and then you can become, they count the money in front of you, or they share in WhatsApp how much money they're making, and they show you a, big buck of bills. And then you think that, maybe that's for you. And then you jump from one company to another, to one name to another, one thing to another. And so what Dave always says is, listen, they all work. You just have to put your work in it. And so here's the income declaration for life. This is the average of what people have made, from whoever doesn't do anything, they don't really move a finger, to the one that does more. And so an associate can make 500 American dollars. I'm going to put it in Americans because we got people all over the world in this and I'm transmitted Facebook Live. A builder can make average 1,300, a diamond 6,672, a presidential diamond 29,400. And I'm going to stop right there. This is where actually people start climbing the ladder and get tired. I always like to give the example, and I know Dr. Gina does it a lot. We are like a mountain hiking team. And the mountain hiking team, we prepare, we bring the camping bags, we bring the food, we bring everything, and we're a team. But a lot of the team will get tired in the process. And it's okay if you get tired, but you can't complain that the company doesn't work, that the system doesn't work, that maybe that you don't, what doesn't work is that you did not allow the leaders and the mentors to train you on a duplicable system. There is no big thing about network marketing. You follow the system and you do it every day and you do it a lot of times, nothing else. Some may take longer, some may take less time, but you do it over and over. And so it is in this part where action is bigger than performance, where people get tired and they quit. And so sometimes the ones that have a smaller team that had, the team that quits, then they quit because they say, now I don't have my team and I'm going to quit. But here's where it turns around and and action becomes, and then performance becomes bigger than action. International diamonds can make $100,000 or over $100,000. This is, like I said, this is why the numbers are so exact. This is what the numbers are for life. Now, is every diamond international making 100,000? No, but some are, or someone is, and this is why we can put these numbers. $100,000 a year in Canada, which is where I am, or in North America, we call it a six-figure income. This is the American dream, or the North American dream. Everybody is happy here with 100,000 or more. But if you hit the 100,000 mark, you have it made. A person with 100,000 can get a loan for her house, get a loan for her nice car. Now, can they have a Tesla? Probably not, because, they're going to have, a Tesla alone is 100,000, but can they have a nice car? Absolutely. A gold international diamond, now we're talking a gold international, $440,000 a year, almost $500,000. Now you have a bigger house with a more beautiful car. You have some money to travel around the world. But a lot of this money goes back into the business. So don't think that because I'm giving you these numbers, maybe Dr. Regina is pocketing 100,000. You know how much Dr. Regina travels around the world. We just talked to our leader from Spain. You know how many months she lived in Accra, and she has to reinvest in her living expenses and her team. So don't take me wrong. A lot of this money goes into reinvesting in your business, but at least now you can, take your wife to dinner to a nice 5-star restaurant and all of this. And now let's talk about platinum. $2 million or more. Isn't this what we all want? Of course, because the American dream tells you that if you're making $2 million, you will have a nice pension. You will not have to suffer. Your children will go to the best universities around the world, and you will be able to have a successful business that you can pass on to your children. What a great opportunity. So just to learn more on how specifically to make these amounts, and if you're new in this meeting, we invite you to come to the other meetings. Dr. Regina in English is holding Wednesday and Saturday, how to create the income to get to these numbers. Today's training is not about that. I just want to point this out. What does Dave teach us? And so I'm going to pass it on to Kawinder for the first slide, which is, this is not the first step yet. This is just what we want you to do. And again, these are the words of our great leader, Dave. So we're just going to take maybe 1 or 2 sentences from each one and work through it. Go ahead, Kawinder.
Thank you, Claudia. This is very good in the numbers. That's like actually is the thing when you clear with your plan, like how much money you need. That's like the first thing we need to make a target and goal clear. Then the second thing, when we are talking about plan your work, we need always taking a action. The first thing I always think in myself, like this is like Dave's word, how he write the first step to building a successful for life business is to have an action plan. I learned in my early years relationship marketing the most important thing. And then he said, like, plan your work and work your plan. In myself, and I always admire and think like the first thing you have to be believe yourself, stay strong, and never give up, be grateful and stay humble. When you are like following your own inner core values, I think like anything you can have like doesn't matter what we are doing in our life, we need to take actions. That's like the first thing. Doesn't matter you are a family person, you are a business person, or you are working with somebody, but now this is your own, you need to make an action plan. But sometime person like me, even like I can say, we are not, I'm taking every action, but like I never plan it. That's like the thing that is take a time to reach on your destination. That's like the biggest failure, because your actions is not like written and you are not following like the same actions every day. Then when is like his words, like because he's a successful mentor in 22 years in the same company, like couple things I really like for him, like desperate and aid to faint, like couple words always like touch when we are saying even prepare yourself for a great success. He said it takes time to prepare your story. That's true. Everybody, every person in this globe or world, we have a story. But until we are learning for life story or any business story, when you are learning, but you have your other story, share that story. Everybody have a like a unique story. Everybody is a different than the each other. And when we are like until we are learning for life story, you can share our mentor's story, you can share like stories from like the website. And he always said, don't get caught analysis paralysis. You will never know everything. Doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle or business you go through, you never learn everything. But don't feel like a bad yourself. Like you can find an answer from your mentors or your coaches or on website. You can ask even a company a question, you write an email and find out like more information. What is this? We don't know everything, but we know like so many things. Every human like does that. The learning comes through the process of building. Like as soon as every day we are learning, our stories change, our words change, and you get professional when you are doing a practice. This is our like a mentor Dave Daughtry and Gabby. Like you will see like a proudly they are our brothers sisters, we are a family. When we see like he already admire and he practice these things, like just like four simple steps. First thing is a prepare. We need to prepare whatever we are doing. Then the second thing, we have to prospect. Why the prospect is a very, very important? Because especially in a networking business, networking world or affiliate world, because why prospect is important? Because we are working group of people, same concept and benefit for everyone. If like today Dave is like he take a year off, like we all working because we are getting benefit from that platform. And you see like how Claudia mentioned, Dr. Gina, Claudia, and everybody, you are a leaders and you are a part of this like a tribe. Then if like one day one person is not there, we are counting on each other because we are a group of people working for same concept. Then we have to always identify who we are working with and how we are working. Then is a solidify.
Solidify. Sorry, I cut it when I
You
ran.
got a deep in between. Yeah. And when we are working, because only networking or affiliate marketing gives you opportunity. The people you like, you can work. You choose at your own time, but you have to work. You need to work because if you want to see a success, that's like he identified very four simple steps. Then he said like knowledge creates a confidence. Everybody like we can know like when we are taking a step, we will feel comfortable when we know things. Then confidence creates always action. Action brings results. This is like a proven system. Doesn't matter you are a family person, you're building your family. Doesn't matter you are like building your career. Doesn't matter you're working on your job. a relationship, or now we have a like this affiliate marketing program. Everything acquires knowledge. If like when we are traveling one destination to other, we need to need to know like where we are going and what route we're gonna take. Same thing when you are confident, you don't desperate on the road. And that's like the simple ways he done his work, and he wanna share with us like to do it. And that's the next slide for you. Prepare.
Yeah, I'll do prepare. Okay, so let's talk about those first steps a little bit in deep. And again, I can't go over everything because it will take us like 2 hours and I only have 30 minutes. So I'm going to do 1 and 3. Kawindal will do 1 and 4, but that's why I showed you where to get this document. These are Dave Daughtry's words. We add ourselves like what we, Kawindra and I are a little salt and pepper, but you can just go back to the website and find the document, okay? So let's talk about prepare. Dave always says that the first few months in For Life will be a period of constant learning. You don't know For Life, you don't know transfer factors, so you want to get the most important facts that are interesting for you. You want to learn For Life, compensation plan, and products. It will be very important to have this information, and because you may need it at a certain time for a certain person. So Dave always says is like Sancho Panza. I don't know if that example is good for the majority of you, but that's what he always uses. He used to be a pistolero, is like a gunman and a cowboy, something like that. And he always says, you have to have a lot of bullets in your bag, because when you have to shoot, you better have a lot of bullets, because you don't know the person. I mean, I don't know if that's actually a good example, but that's the one he loves to do. You want to shoot the right information to the right person and what they're looking for.
This is like when even like his like this is his style. Like he said like in his like information, he want like to learn every kind of information. You don't know what kind of question they ask. I prepare myself before like shooting my information. That's like the main focus.
Your knowledge is your ammunition, and rather than giving all the answers here, with Dave, it would take like a book, to write. You need to watch the videos. We have the For Life Connect and we have the PDF. So you find what is interesting for you and that you will be able to remember easily. Another great place to learn is in your back office. There's a place that a lot of us do not use. It's called the resource section in your forlife.com. And also, of course, we have the For Life University course on Facebook. I have somebody with the mic open. There we go. And then For Life University, it's For Life Academy. I have to change this. And the For Life Academy, you can find it on Facebook. I showed everybody a few trainings ago where that information is. Now, Dave always says you should have these at hand. First of all, 2 or 3 facts, and you have to write them. 2 or 3 facts about the history of For Life. And I remember not too long ago, we did an exercise like this. And I remember, I don't know if I think of Bansi and some of you did share with me what you were working on. Find 3 things that you like about the history of For Life. So find 2 or 3 things about For Life's achievements. Find which countries we have corporate offices in. Now, you don't have to know all 26, but at least know the ones that you are interested in working. So let's say I'm going to put Louis Marie as an example. Louis Marie is from Africa. I don't remember which country in Africa. I think it may be a French-speaking country. That's why he ended up in Quebec. So he was interested probably before coming to Canada, what was happening in Canada. And he connected with me. And I said, we are an emerging country, but we get all the products. We are authorized to get every single product. And it only takes up like 2 weeks to get them, from Utah, but we get everything. So you want to find out about, I always say, maybe you want to travel and I'm going to give you an example with me. I have a little stepdaughter in Spain, and so I'm interested all the time into what is happening in Spain. Where's the corporate office in Spain? It's in Barcelona, but my daughter is in Madrid, but that's okay. You know, I went to go in September. I went to visit Madrid, and I went to the corporate office in Barcelona. It was closed because of pandemic, but I took a picture with the sign. But I want to know these things because you have an opportunity to open yourself to being in any of these countries that you want to work. I definitely would love to see the Kenya office, Dr. Regina. What is For Life's philosophy? Together building people. Why? Why do we talk about together building people? And this is what we do at this meeting. And what are the 4 pillars of For Life? Do you know what science, success, service, and satisfaction represent? What do they mean to you? You have to blend and see if the company's mission statement aligns with your mission statement. And what makes For Life different than all the other network marketing companies? Why is For Life different to you? So why is For Life different that you like? Because if not, maybe you would be in a travel agency company that has network marketing, or you would be in cryptocurrency, or you would be in an insurance company. Like, why do you like For Life? You have to be clear about this. Then you take another list and you start searching the products. But here's the thing. You want to know, first of all, the transfer factor story. It doesn't have to be, I mean, sometimes we hear, you know, Dr. Regina or some of the more knowledgeable leaders, and you're like, oh my gosh, I won't be able to repeat it. It's not even about you repeating it. That's why we have Dr. Regina or Jesse doing the story for us. But you have to know the story for yourself. And it's a fascinating story. How did they discover it? Who discovered it? When were they discovered? You still have to study a little, you know, this is part of you knowing what your company is about. Then the patents, how many patents do we have? The benefits of the products, the use of those products. We have every Tuesday Health Talks with Dr. Regina in English, so that he teaches you nonstop, you know, every single week without rest. The leaders in not only Dr. Regina, there's now a nice number of leaders that he has built to bring this information to us, the newer ones, the ones that don't know, you know, maybe we don't know about this topic or this organ. And so you just learn for yourself, and then you can send people to the meetings. You try and learn and master at least 1 product per day. You still read the PDF, know what it's for. You don't need to necessarily try to explain it, but you need to know what it's for. Kuwinder, check one of the mics is open, please. You download the PDF. Maybe you make an album if you want. If you're not, if you like it to do it in paper, I don't do it anymore, but I used to make like albums with each PDF. Now I just do everything on my computer. If you like your computer, make sure you have a file for each of your lines. Do you like the aqua line? What are you going to do? Do you make meetings, events? What kind of events would you like to do for this year? Things like this. What happened here? I still have that mic open. Can everybody check their microphones, please? Listen and learn from the testimonies, just like Kuwinder was saying. Maybe you don't have a testimony, but there's a lot of testimonies, and you want to keep them and log them and file them so that you can share them. We can't we can't share them openly anymore, but you can definitely share them with your customers or in private mode in WhatsApp. And then you learn about the compensation plan. Who doesn't want to make more money? That would be a lie, because even being a Christian, we want to be humble and all everything, but we were not meant to be poor. God never meant for us to be poor. This is like a lie from the enemy. You know, we are to have so we can give. So erase from your mind, you know, sometimes we're like, oh no, you know, money is the root of all evil and all of this. No, these are all things that we have put in our head. We want money, and we want money so we can bless others. And what a great opportunity. Didn't I just show you how much money we can make? So learn about the compensation plan so you can follow the steps, like climbing that mountain. Show people how to become diamonds. Show people how to make the builder bonus, the me and my 3. learn and teach and educate and duplicate your how to get those three so that you can earn the extra bonus of $800 a month. 800 American a month can change anybody's life in this room. I can assure you of that. But not only that, we have a rapid reward, which is for those that want to run faster. So do you know how to explain it? Because there's some people that are looking for money and they want it now. So it's not only for you to sell products. This is the biggest situation that we get encountered, that we learn how to sell, but we don't know how to sell the opportunity or show the opportunity. We don't really sell the opportunity, but we do not move bottles. We move people. Our asset and our biggest, movement of this company is people. So when you learn to move people, that's when the business starts. You take time, only the first few weeks. So I know many of you have been years in this company. So yes, we refresh and everything, but this is really only for the new ones to be doing all of this. For us, we need to be in the talking stage. Let's talk about prospecting. This is what we need to do. The prepare part always stays. It's like Dr. Gina. He was a doctor and graduated, I don't know how long ago, but he still needs to keep himself up with the science, right? So it's the same thing in the one studying business administration. Even if you studied 20 years ago, you need to know what the economic tendency is right now and what is happening. So, keep yourself upgrading yourself, but don't get stuck on, like Kuwinder said, paralysis per analysis. Kuwinder, go ahead.
When we are like talking about prospective and like when we start there's like a 4 action step they teach us and he write it as it's a proven. What is a prospect? Prospect is like a more people you're gonna talk. Everybody we have like a different kind of like week look like, and you have to make your own goals. How many people you can talk a day? How many people you can talk a week? How many people you talk in a month? And they maybe like join in your team or not, but like a prospecting is your business. You have to do it every single day. If like we are talking to every day, maybe like they are not coming your business partner now, they come your customer. Maybe after the customer, they come affiliate marketer, or maybe they come a business partner right away. But your job, because like we choose, this is my choice. I joined this company. Now I'm taking a chances every single day to try to share with the different peoples. How many people join? How many people we need more for to reaching on our next destination? I'm a diamond. How I can like keep it diamond title? That's like all the things we have to be like all are in a different positions and different things, but we have to be prospect every day. You are not losing anything because doesn't matter what kind of business you are, you have to be like shared. You can use a social media platform, you can do WhatsApp or whatever. When we are meeting each other, like you have to like start sharing how you can share it and why you are sharing. When you use this product and you love yourself and you learn this information automatically coming from your mouth. That's like I noticed. Any meeting or any time when we have a gathering, somehow the health topic always jump in from automatically from your mouth because you love what you do, feel a passion and share with like a proud what you have. Nobody have in the market. When I see like a first thing with the transfer factor story, and I read this is a science factor, it's like a quickly touch in my heart because we are using a colostrum back home. I love this concept and I jump in. This is like a simple stuff. You don't need like a big degree if we are saying everybody know how to talk. But like your part to prospecting, we meet like our own levels, different kind of people, but you bring on the meetings where they can learn more from doctors or your mentors or experienced person. Lots of time people we are saying, when even like I joined networking marketing, I'm saying I can't sell. But now through my journey, I can say this is not a selling. You feel love with the things you are doing with a balanced lifestyle. You can share proudly with other mothers and other family because you love this thing. That's like the prospecting. It's coming naturally from your heart. But we need to plan. Like this kind of businesses, like if we are looking ground level, you need a customer, you need a partner, you need a mentors. We need everything, but how are we gonna get it? By experience, day by day, when we are like learning to share our story and listening other person's story. That's like where we are getting more every day. We are growing, we are developing our skills. This is like a personal skills we are developing every single day. When you talk to each other, like more you listen, more the videos she said, like PDF, like before we don't know, like now the people who they are in a more than year in a business, you guys feeling proud yourself. You are learning when you are talking to your doctor, you are telling and asking like better questions about your health. That's like a our business like a outlook. If I'm saying like you are feeling like a more confidence, if like little bit like you don't feel better, you feel like okay, I can do this. This is a just like storytelling business, just like sharing your story, sharing your experience, how I felt today when I have a headache. And you are asking a better question to other person, I have a headache, then you're finding like you are from heart everything. Then you are talking to a doctors and learning this process, and you are developing every day leader skills, social skills, people skills. This is like a personal development full package of like this course. This is a personal development every single day when you open your mouth and talk to the other person. That's the way I look as a prospecting. You have to talk to anybody. And what are you talking? You're just like telling your experience. That's like that simple is a prospecting field, I find. But before I have like a same hesitations and stuff. Now, when we are talking about identifying,
I'll do this one, Kuvinder.
yes,
That's
I
wonderful.
gonna like share, like say me and Claudia, you will see like always our blend. I joined before her like networking marketing. She's my manager, but we blend with each other very well. I'm like a just not a paper person or pen person mostly, but I do things from my hard work and with my passion and love. Whatever I'm doing with the love. And when we come blend with the manager and like I'm a distributor, we go 22 years now, become a business partners. We have to be like learn how to identify each other's skills and how we can go together and build this community. We are building a community, we are building a better world. That's like we are thinking every single day when we woke up.
So identify what Dave teaches us, and what Kuwinder is trying to give us as an example is that everybody has a color. This is what Dave has defined. Everybody has a color that you will learn slowly to identify as you're speaking. And the more you speak, the more that you will know that colors that person's color. So Dave says there's a green for people that like knowledge, yellow for people that are led with emotion, blue for people that love relationships, and red, which are people that are very structured. So Kuwinder, what she's trying to tell you is that her and I were very blue. We're about relationships. And so I don't want to start talking about numbers, or I don't want to get very emotional with somebody that is structured. So if you're a red and I start being very emotional and very loud and talk about the trips, maybe that person wants to know more about compensation plan. I believe that, everybody has a little bit of everything, and you should, but it really is a main color that you should identify about yourself, so that you know also, in my case, I'm very blue, I'm very loud, and I have to learn how to slow down my blue a little bit, especially when I'm around like a red or a green. I'm not going to go through everything. It's a lot. Just again, like I said, these people, the green people, you want to know your numbers. If you don't know how to, not necessarily the numbers, but you like a little bit of everything. So you have to know a little bit about the product, a little bit about the numbers. But if you don't feel that you can do this and you have a green person, then you want to ask your upline or one of your cross lines or somebody that is also very knowledgeable to help you. That's why we go to the doctors or the uplines that have more time in the business when we have somebody that we feel is a green. A yellow is somebody led by emotions. And so Dave always used to tell this story, and I'm just going to repeat it because that way is the easiest story, that there was a lady in the room And they were talking about a testimonial with a cat. And the testimonial was that the cat was very sick and that thanks to transfer factor, the cat had gotten better. The lady said, sign me up. You know, she's led by an emotion. She's led by the emotion that the animal was in pain and that thanks to our products, the animal got better. Did she need numbers? Did she know we go into great escapes and trips around the world? No, she is led by emotions. Do you understand the difference? Now, a blue, that one is very easy. A lot of us that are here in this business are blue, but it's very clear to identify. People that are blue, we like fun. People didn't, they didn't have to sell me with numbers. They didn't have to sell me with product. I wanted to go and that's exactly what I've done. And those of you that know me a little bit deeper know that I love convention. I love the trips. I went to a great escape in 2017 and I loved it. And most of you have heard me talk about how I met Dr. Regina and Dave took us in a little bit of a more private environment in his car to this mountain, and we went to, which was closed. I don't know why everything was closed, but anyway, we ended up in a little beautiful restaurant in snow mountains, taking pictures with Jesse and Margaret, and it was just fantastic. And I knew that I could create these kind of relationships. And so again, Kuwinder and I, very blue. We love being sisters. She's from India, I'm from Colombia, but it was easy for me to say, you can have this with her life. Red people, very structured. Like, again, you will identify these people very easily. They're CEO, they're executives, even the way you dress, that you talk, if you're too loud, if you make too many jokes, they're gonna actually stay away from you. You want to make sure that you have the support of your uplines. I don't think Dr. Regina's a red. I think he's a green, but he could almost be a little red too. Dr. Regina, oh, Jesse too, of course, impeccable. You never see Dr. Regina. I mean, the way that he's dressed, I've never seen him jog, but I'm sure this man jogs in perfectly matched clothing. You know, he jogs 10 kilometers a day. And again, very structured. Again, I always like to edify because I know most of the team here is in Africa, but that's why I think Dr. Regina is probably a red. Dr. Regina is very disciplined. You know, he says, let's go jog 10 kilometers. He's going to go jog 10 kilometers. He doesn't do it every day, but he's like my husband. My husband is also red and green. He's an engineer. So, you know, very structured, very organized, doesn't like things out of place. And not to put Dr. Regina on the spot, because my husband's the same thing. But my husband's blue too. He likes dancing and music. So great people, stay away from them. There's no way you're going to try. You don't even want them in your team. So if the answer is no, and it's a right cut no, see, if somebody says, and I'm sure Dr. Regina gave us a class about this, if somebody says, I don't have time, they haven't told you no. If they say, I'm busy right now, they haven't said no. But if you say, I have an opportunity for you to create income around the world, have fun, get better health. No. Okay, that's a great. They didn't even want to listen. So you know what? Stay away from them. What should you be? A rainbow. You got to become and learn to be a rainbow. And again, you just want to first listen, adapt to the color that of the person you're speaking to. And you will get better and better at this so that you can become very good at influencing others to join you. There's always that 80-20 rule that you should follow. And the 80-20 rule is 20% of the people will do 80% of the job. So spend most of the time with your 20%. It doesn't matter if you have 10 and only 1 or 2 are doing the work and the other ones are placing orders here and there. It's okay. It's the 80-20 rule, the Pareto rule. It works in every single business. And you will know who they are. They're always in the meetings. They're always calling you. They always want to give you a new lead. They always want to talk to you about their business and a new person that they're bringing. And they're always talking at the meetings and they're happy to be here. And I said hello to Margaret. She was the first one and she turned on her camera and she's like, I am excited. I had a great day. And I said, well, tell me 3 things you did today. And Margaret said, I went to the 4Life office to take care of some business. You know, this is a person.
Florence.
Oh, Florence, not Margaret. Florence. Thank you. Thank you, Kuwinder. Solidify, Kuwinder. Solidify is yours. Let's finish it up.
When we are talking about this, the way you make your organization solid is by staying involved, the people. Involvement creates commitment. You cannot ask someone to do something that you are not willing to do. Teach your people to attend every 4 Life meeting, rally, event, convention, extra. This is because some of these events will be a life-changing and you don't know which one they are. Led by examples. Take the time to meet with the team members at least once a month or for our leadership meetings, even if it is way to Zoom call or WhatsApp call. Set goals together, celebrate each other's success together, discuss how to overcome challenges together, the keywords together. Keep your relationship strong with your leaders. If we are reading this like Dave's word, you can find on his website, but end of the day, this is together building people. We are all working together, but we have our own teams. Now, even like it's a much better, you can meet on Zoom calls, WhatsApp call. Before, when Dave start building this business, the way he said like that time, they don't have that access. They can build maybe better and faster before than us. Now we have like so many tools we can use, even like 4 Life University. Before, now it's a 4 Life Academy, and we can see how Dr. Ajina is like sharing his knowledge. We need to like take that in our own steps, and we can bring people on our meetings. Then the last word he said, the simple proven plan of action has served me well during my network marketing career. I follow it every day. What is like the key point? Every day. And I continue to learn new things and apply them in my business every time I meet a new person. What is the key here? Meeting every time a new person. I enjoy the challenge of identifying their color and using my skills to see if I can influence them to join me in my 4 Life business. What is like key point in this word? You have to be identified. Maybe like how we are saying, we can give them information, they can come a customer, and they will come emotional, they will come a distributor, and like lots of people, how he identify and influence them. That's like our networker's job. And then the least try 4 Life products so they can experience them. Otherwise, you can drop a sample, they didn't say no to you, but you have to be identify that person, develop the habits of sharing your 4 Life story with every opportunity that arises. In the end, if you don't share the 4 Life story, someone else will. This is like our job, because we make a choice, we choose the company. When we choose the company, the next step, we need to take a chance to share our success or our story. Then the choice is there. We want to make a change in our own life and change in their lives. Action counts more than desires, and the attention is worth more than the technique. Like everything attentionally, when we are focusing and paying attention, I think we can do much better. Life is like to learn to live. If we are like now reaching again, like he have like just 4 simple steps, but who gonna do it? Each person. We have to do it, because we see this is a proven, we see this is like work, but like we need to do our homework. That's all about today. If any question, we have to open the floor. Otherwise, let us know how we blend this like quick like action. We read and we come in a Mentor Monday call. And thank you very much for watching us, giving a time to me, Claudia, and everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kawinder. What a great job to partner with you. For those of you who can say hi. Mercy, open her mic. Hi, Mercy. Did you want? No, she wanted. So
she wanna celebrate.
yes, you're a blue, Mercy. I know Mercy. She's a blue. Dr. Gina, you're driving, so I don't want you to get distracted. I was going to ask him if he wanted to say, oh, he did take off his mic. Dr. Gina, what do you think about 4 steps?
Well, I think it's a great training, Claudia, and just a lot to learn from it. All these 4 great principles, and they are very, very useful in building this industry. And I think we'll need to have this repeated once again, and we can try and invite as many people as possible to get to learn this concept. If we all practice this, I think we shall move very many steps ahead in our industry. We need to master them and then duplicate them effectively. I love the part of solidification.
That's your favorite.
Everything is quite appropriate. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Gina. All the leaders are in this call, and maybe if like you're joining even first time, you will see everything is action. You will see Dr. Ajina is like a driving. His leadership skill still in his business. He do multiple things in like in his life, and when he's teaching, he teach from heart. Think about like even like an 8 o'clock in Kenya, he's leaving his office now, it's 9 o'clock, but still he wanna share to build a better community. That's why he's with us. And I love his like action always.
He's always in action. So very good. Now, I'd like to call out all of the leaders that are here. I know that we have a team of leaders that are already presenting, but next week, I was asking Dr. Regina if he wants to lead, but what I actually want to do is see if, without me asking, because I know that Bansi has done with me, and I have asked Janet and she said, yes, she'll do it with me. But I want to see a group of leaders that want to say, you know what, I want to take action. I want to do part of the meeting next week. And so my idea is to create a couple of the leaders that want to jump into that pool. You know, Dave always tells us about the pool of alligators. And trust me, Jessie gave me a list of people that she suggested. But I also want you from the heart, if you're here and something is tingling in your heart and you want to say, this is my year, 2022 has to be different. I want to get out of the comfort zone. I want to present. Kawinder, myself, Jessie, Dr. Gina, and all the great leaders will help you. But who wants to be part of presenting in the International Mentor Monday Zoom room? You can write me in private or you can tell me now. And what I want to do is I want to do very small segments of even 5 or 10 minutes of something that you want to talk about. And I promise that through this week, I will help you prepare it. On Dr. Gina or Jessie, but I will be here and we will prepare 3 or 4 slides if you want of a topic that you want to talk about, and we can continue focusing on what I want to do is there's another document in Dave's site. I'm actually going to show you. And so what I want to do is I want to, just like Kawinder and I did, I'm just going to see if I can escape this one. Yes. You see here, there's another document. And so what I want to do is I want to create another PowerPoint, and it's going to be very easy, I promise. But what I want to do is we're always creating leaders. And so you see, there's another one here that's called What Makes the 4 Lives Business Model So Great. I'm going to make the PowerPoint. You don't have to do anything, just like I did now with Kawinder. And we're going to almost like read through these. So these are Dave's words. You won't even have to do too much. If you want, I'll make one with these 13, and each of the people that want to talk, depending on how many want to talk, can read one and then maybe give me their opinion. So, you know, it's a great business because you can work from home and then you read this, which is Dave's words, and then you give me your opinion. But I want to make a really fun meeting where we are all actually talking a little bit, all of us, and not only Dr. Gina or Kawinder and me, but you know, we're all mentoring each other. Okay, so tell me who wants to do it, and if not, I'm gonna have to choose some of you in private. I'm gonna still write you, and I'm gonna say, well, you're gonna come with me and make a swim. So let's do that. And if we had any new people, please let me know if you are new in this Zoom room. And if you're not, thank you for coming. Those of you that had not come in a while, thank you very much for being here. We love you. Kawinder and Claudia from Canada. Thank you, all of you. Have a good night's sleep if you are in Kenya or Ghana or the other countries in Africa. And Kawinder and I, let's go have lunch.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Nice to see you, Margaret.
Bye-bye.
With camera.
Bye.
Bye, Vancy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Bye,
Safe trip,
Florence.
Dr. Azina.
Thank you,
Bye,
Florence.
everyone.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, Vancy.
Thank you.
Yummy.